So I texted him, the check is taken care of, you should have gotten the cheese. And I blocked him.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, lady was talking about a date. She was telling us what went wrong, and she didn't expect what she was getting, the stitches she was getting. I think she wanted people to actually support and clap for her, but then it wasn't the way it is. So I'm gonna play the video of how she explained how our date went. Sorry.
Guys, I just got back from a Hinge date. Why am I doing this to myself? So we scheduled to go to dinner. We are sitting at the restaurant. Seems very nice. Not a catfish. Things are going well. And the waitress comes over. She wants to take her order. And I said, okay, I'm going to take the branzino. And he said, I'm going to take the burger. And the waitress asked him, okay, how do you like your burger? He said how he likes his burger. And do you want some cheese on your burger? And he asked, is this gonna be extra? And she says, yes, it's $3 extra. And he said, okay, then never mind. Over there, and I'm like, what the actual fuck? I'm like, okay, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat my branzino and see what happens. And he's like, oh my god, you have to pay extra for everything these days. And I'm like, yeah, it's New York City. So I got my branzino, he got his burger, we were eating. And once I was satisfied, I got up and I was like, I'm going to the restroom for a second. And I took my purse and I went to the waitress and I was like, hey, I just want to pay the bill. And I just paid the bill and walked out of the restaurant, and I texted him. So I texted him, the check is taken care of, you should have gotten the cheese. And I blocked him.
Do you think she handled the situation right or wrong? For me, I feel like there are some men that would not pay for that extra tip. It's not because they don't have the money. It's just, I don't know, it's just there. But she felt irritated with that kind of attitude. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think the girl was wrong or the guy was wrong? But then TikTok creators were giving us their 2 cents about it, which I am going to share with you all to watch. So
I texted him, the check is taken care of, you should have gotten the cheese. And I blocked him.
I'd like to think that this is a joke, but I'm getting the sense that it isn't. First of all, you're delusional if you think you'll ever find a man with these absurd types of expectations. Secondly, if the roles were reversed, you'd be spamming men are trash in the comment section. But since you're so strong and independent, you decided that humiliating him publicly by sneaking out of a restaurant was an empowering move. The next time you and your friends ask, where have all the good men gone? Remember, you left one of them in a restaurant because he didn't want to pay $3 for a craft single.
She says, yes, it's $3 extra. And he said, okay, then never mind.
She walked out on her date because he wouldn't pay for $3 for extra fucking cheese on his burger. She ends up paying for the whole meal and just walking out on him, and then texts him saying that he should have gotten the cheese, and then she fucking blocks him. Lady, you are fucking insane. Also, that's like a fat W for this guy. He didn't want to pay $3 for extra cheese on his burger, and then she ends up paying for the whole fucking $55 meal. So, I mean, this is a win for that guy. He got out of a crazy situation with this insane person.
I texted him, the check is taken care of, you should have gotten the cheese. And I blocked him.
I'm sorry, but if I'm at a restaurant and the waiter looks me dead in the eyes and goes, it's $3 to add cheese to your meal, fuck not getting the cheese, we're going somewhere else. Daphne, darling, I'm sorry. If you spoke to any of your friends about this and told them the story, and they said anything to the effect of, yas, queen, stand up for what you believe in, hunty slay, I've never spoken to a woman, but it's besides the point. If they've agreed with you in any capacity, cut them out of your life. They are actively trying to sabotage your happiness. And then you paid and left, which is not at all a punishment, not because of how you are, but because it's a first date. Like, that is arguably one of the better options. And now this guy has to go and tell his friends how the date went, not realizing he went on a date with a fucking cheese cryptid, and they're gonna rag him. Oh, what'd you do to upset her, bro? Did you try to sleep with her before dessert? You must have said something, come on. And all he's gonna be able to say is, no, I just didn't order cheese. The whole thing is insane from start to finish. And you paid.
I texted him, the check is taken care of, you should have gotten the cheese. And I blocked him.
Nah, cause this shit took a turn and did not end at all the way I expected it to. Like, listening to the beginning of the story, I really thought that once he complained about the price of the cheese, that, like, dude spent the entire date, like, bemoaning, like, how expensive this restaurant was, that he said something to her about ordering the branzino and all he got was a burger. Like, maybe when the bill comes, he was, like, nickel and diming and itemizing and making her pay, just being real cheap and, like, an asshole. Not at all. Like, for starters, a $3 upcharge for a piece of cheese is egregious, okay? And, like, commenting on it, you know, is not, like, a crazy thing to do. Like, have I lived in New York my entire life? Yes. Do I know everything here is, like, stupid and expensive? Yes. Do I have the money to pay for a $3 upcharge for cheese? Yes. Am I gonna be like, damn, $3 is crazy? Also, yes. But the absolute absurdity of being so bothered by someone making an offhanded comment about the price of a slice of cheese that you get up at the end of the meal, tell him you are going to the bathroom, pay the check, and then leave, and then proceed to text him that you paid for the bill and that he shouldn't have complained about the price of cheese, and then block him? Like, honestly, he dodged a bullet. And, like, allegedly, they're going on a second date. And all I have to say to that man is God bless, because could not be me.
And I went to the waitress and I was like, hey, I just want to pay the bill.
So I saw this video on Twitter and people were saying that she's an HOE and this generation of women are horrible because, you know, whatever. But now, I don't know her personally. I don't know anything about her. But this seems more like a response to something that's happened before that was very similar. And she thought this is the best way to handle it instead of going about it a different way. From what I've heard from women, when a guy makes a big deal about money on a date, like about how much money he's spending on that date, it doesn't usually end well for the woman. Now, I'm not saying what she did and how she handled it was the right way, but I think it was her way based on what she's seen before. Now, always try to keep in mind that whatever a woman does to keep herself safe when she's out with a stranger is acceptable to me. As long as she's not hurting anybody in the process, whatever she's doing to keep herself safe is good with me.
Yes, it's $3 extra. And he said, okay, then never mind.
This situation is just so wild to me. Excuse my appearance, I just got done with Pilates. But I think, first of all, the situation is wild. To walk out on a date that was going well because your date did not want to do a $3 upcharge for cheese on their burger, that is very strange. But I think this situation goes to show what happens when you get all of your dating advice from social media. Because on social media, there is no nuance, there is no gray area, and that's where most of life lives. I feel like we have all of these quote unquote red flag signals that somebody is maybe cheap or broke or not generous or whatever the case may be. And I think that this is an example of that taken to the extreme. But I also think that it is super, super weird. And it's not just this person that I'm stitching. I've seen it all over TikTok. To run and talk shit essentially about a stranger to strangers after these dates on such a platform like TikTok or other social media is so weird to me. Because, like, what happened to the group chat? What happened to debriefing with your friends in the group chat after a date and just leaving it at that? Like, what do you get from blasting this person on social media? Now, of course, this doesn't mean like anybody who does like unsafe behaviors or harassing behaviors, like anything like that, like whatever. But this is so harmless to run like immediately after your date and make this video to post on TikTok is so weird. And it's not just her. I'm seeing it so much. Like, go back to your group chats and talk to your friends about it and leave it be. Like, that is so weird to me. Imagine going on a date with someone and the next day scrolling on your For You page and seeing this person just talk shit about you to strangers and opening up a comment section with the hope that they'll also agree and talk shit about you too. And you're not there to defend yourself. Like, that is so weird to me. That is strange. I'll be the first to tell you, dating is not fun. Dating can be hell. I have my own stories or whatever, but my word, social media is not making it any better. Like, is this content now? Is this like a niche, a genre? I don't like it.
Said how he likes his burger. And do you want some cheese on your burger?
You know, I tried to trust the process, but then the story just gradually got worse. Let me sum it up for you. This girl goes on her first Hinge date with a guy at Catch, which is an expensive restaurant, right? I hate to be shallow myself, but if a guy is bringing me to a really expensive restaurant like that, I would assume he's paying. Sorry. Like, one time a guy brought me on a first date to Boucherie in West Village, and the bill was like $400. Did I think I was paying for that? No, but I did pitch, hey, I can pay for my own stuff, as I always do on every single first date. I always offer to pay for my own stuff. I would assume that if this man is bringing this girl to Catch for dinner and she ordered branzino, whatever the hell it is it like fish? I don't know, I don't really care. I would assume that if they are at an expensive restaurant, that this man is fully paying for their meal. So I really am curious to know why it's such a big deal that a guy opted out for a $3 slice of cheese on his burger at an expensive restaurant that he will most likely be paying the bill for. This girl thought that she was so girl boss. She was like, oh my god, I'm gonna pay the bill and just leave because that gave me the ick. It's shallow, but it's the truth. 95% of the time, women who go on first dates assume that the guy is going to pay. So I'm just really confused because I know for a fact that this girl definitely went in to this date knowing that she wasn't going to pay for it. And a lot of you girlies have like weird mentalities. Like when you go on dates with people, like first dates from Bumble, Raya, Hinge, whatever, just know that nobody's perfect. Like you're probably giving the guy you're on a date with icks. The guy is giving you icks. It's a first date. Like people are socially awkward. Like things happen. Relax. I have been on my fair share of awful dates on Bumble, Hinge, and Raya, but I've never been pushed to up and leave because of the dumbest little ick. I will say as a side note, I have up and left a date before. One time a guy said something so fucking inappropriate to me that I was so uncomfortable. I went to the bathroom, and thank God it was a packed bar. I was able to sneak out and leave and just block this guy's number. That is definitely a valid excuse. Like if somebody makes you uncomfortable on a date, get the hell out of there. But if a guy opts out for a $3 piece of cheese on his burger that he's probably gonna pay for anyways, what's the problem here? Please stop going into dates with high expectations, because like you're meeting a guy from an app and it's New York City. And I hate to say it, a lot of you ladies have these weird high expectations and then you wonder why you're single in New York City. Oh.
A lot of people were like, oh, you left because of just $3 cheese. I would do that. I would pay for $3 cheese. Yada yada yada. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think should have left the date for the $3 cheese or not? Let me know what you think in the comment section. And hey guys, my name is Mariah David. I said earlier, thank you all so much for tuning in to this point, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.